I'm going glittery. So I'm going to be using this glitter that I bought. I also bought this from Mimikyu. I'm not sure how it's going to be. I got this from Mimikyu and it's like 30 rands, guys. Just going to show you all the glitters that I got. I also got this, which I'm going to be using on the corner of my eyes. The other glue I'm going to use in. I also got this one. It's also 30 rand. And then the last one that I got from Discam. It's an LA Girl. It's in gold, but we're not using on this video. And it's double the price, obviously. I think it was 60 rands. So for now, we're using this two. Okay. So the one from LA Girl. It looks so nice, guys. It looks so nice. But I'm not using it on this video. So, like I mentioned, I'm a beginner. We are learning. We're just gonna see. We're just gonna roll with it. So I think I'm gonna use, let me see. I have two brushes. You can see. The other one is a little bit bigger. The other one is smaller. I'm just trying to emphasize to you when I say I just go with the flow. Like, learn to go with the flow until you understand what you're doing. So obviously, because I want to take this glitter, dip it in my eyes, and be careful to make sure that I do it correct. So because I'm going to be using this, I need a smaller brush so that I can be precise. Sharp. It's called Kiss. I got it from Discam. I'm not sure how much it was. I forgot. I got this from Discam. It's called Kiss. But I have an old one. So that we can use that. Yeah, I have this old one that I'll be using. So for now, I'm just going to apply this from here. And then look up. I don't know if that, yeah. Because usually with the concealer, this is what I do. I would apply my concealer here. Let me show you. I would apply my concealer here. And then look up to the ceiling as far as I can go. Where my concealer or my glue hits. Oh my god, my eyelashes. Where my concealer or my glue hits, that's where the product is going to end, the glitters. So I'm just going to apply in this area because I want to start with the blue before we go with the silver. And I am sort of like creating a cut crease. So I'm going to stop around here. You can use any glue of your choice, any glue that you use for your eyelashes. It's perfectly fine. I'm gonna try and work with this. I don't know if you guys know this. I've never used it. A friend of mine advised me. I've seen her doing her makeup, and she advised me to get something like this. I don't know how they use it. I haven't done my research, but I'm gonna try and see, because I always make a plan. So a board marker plan. I just want the last color, so I'll pop it until like. So it get me how to use this. I'm not sure if it needs the glue or you just pop it in, but let's see. Oh, nice. I don't think I need the glue for this. You know, just to make sure that it makes sense, because it doesn't make sense currently. Yeah, it's so rich. You see? Now this makes sense. Look at that. Look at the difference. You see? So I think we are done with the eyes, the top part. I'm just gonna clean this out. I'm only gonna apply my eyeliner afterwards. Remember I said my look, I do what I used to do as a beginner. It was so much easier for me, because if you apply your eyeliner now, when you do your contouring and all of that, you end up removing that eyeliner with your concealers. So the best thing to do is just to leave it in. Leave it for later. So I've cleaned my eyebrows underneath, so we're gonna clean the top part of my eyebrows. To clean my eyebrows, I use a foundation that is the same skin tone as my skin. Now it might not look the same skin tone because I have sunburn. I've been out in the sun a lot lately, and I am using Wet and Wild foundation in cocoa color. I hope that shows. So I don't apply foundation in my whole face. Like I said, I've seen this trick from Miss XO. You must check her out on YouTube. I've seen this from her. Her makeup is on point. I love her makeup. I always check out her Get Ready With Me videos because she has nice makeup tips. So I don't apply a foundation in my whole face. And the reason why I was looking for the tip until I found it is because as much as my skin looks oily, it's dry. So I end up caking if I apply too many layers of makeup. So we're just going to clean the eyebrows and then do the concealing and the highlighting. So after you clean, you use that brush and you brush out this foundation so that it looks seamlessly. It looks natural to your skin. And this is a process that takes time, so relax and take your time. You want to look like a lady, you want to look cute, so invest in giving it your all, taking your time and not rushing. Ugh, my angle, man. My angles are not working with me. The combos are not communicating of my mirror. No, this is much better. So I just take a little bit from this and move it into my face. Continue the process. Try to make sure that you do not change the shape of your eyebrow where you have drawn your line. Just move it away from your eyebrows so that it looks clean. And we're going to use our brush, our sponge, to clean that top, so don't stress about it. It's one thing I've noticed, it's not easy to talk while you're doing your eyebrows, guys. That's why most makeup artists don't show this part. This is not an easy task. So now you want this to look flawless, you know? So you're just gonna dab. Now you're gonna do ASMR here. Notice that as I'm dipping, sometimes I dip a little bit on the eyebrow so that those harsh lines disappear. But I don't cancel out my eyebrow. Just move the concealer, the foundation away from that place. You can place it anywhere on your skin. I've had so much sunburn that this foundation doesn't look like it's my skin tone. So this one is done. It's nice and clean. I hope you can see. I know I'm a bit far from my camera, so I'm trying my level best to make sure that you could see. So we do the second one. I'll repeat the same process. You can only dab after you've moved this. Don't dab into this because it's gonna clean out your eyebrows, definitely, for sure. So this is a process that requires you to be very patient. You must just trust the process and be patient. Also brush them out because I haven't. I usually brush them out. That also helps with the lines that were there because of the concealer and the foundation. You get rid of those by brushing your eyebrows. So don't be afraid to brush them. You're actually killing the lines and they're gonna look natural. Okay, so we are done with our eyebrows and our shadow. So now we're going into contouring and concealing. I'm going to use my lighter concealer underneath here so that my eyes pop and I look lively, awake. I'm using Wet n Wild, and then it's in color, where's the color? Medium beige. It's in medium beige, but medium beige, like I said, it's not my color. It's a disclaimer, but I bought it, so why not use it, So, but be careful not to look like a ghost, guys. I know when we are busy here, when you still applying your makeup, everyone, even the professionals, they look like ghosts when you conceal and contour. It's part of the process, but when you're done, try by all means to make sure that you look good. This one was Fix Me, it's called Fix Me, ne? It was Fix Me from Maybelline. I forgot the shade because it's so old. So it's a little bit lighter than my skin, and this one is too light for my skin. So because this one is a little bit light, I'm going to use it under, and this one I'm just going to pop it here. Okay. We also apply a little bit of foundation. Remember I said this technique is not your normal technique, right? So we apply some foundation. So what you do is you're going to apply everything at once, and then you're going to work on it step by step. I know it looks difficult, ne? But follow my steps. Don't stress yourself. Just follow my steps. So going down, I'm gonna use this lighter one. So the trick of putting on a concealer, you measure it from the beginning of your ear here, going down, but you're not applying, ne? You don't apply. When you get here, you would apply, and then you stop here. You're not gonna go far. You see when you do this, that's where you stop here. You're not gonna go all the way down. It's just this concealer, it's not even visible, guys. I think I'm gonna go back to my old concealer. I will use this for my nose. I just want to show you what I'm talking about. So this is what you do. I hope this one it's visible. This is what you do. And then I like to define my jawline. I love it when it's defined like this. I'm going for. So you also want to conceal your chin, under your nose, and then going back into the dark one, you also want to reduce your forehead. Okay. Let's pray for it's not dry. So before we begin, I will take my fixing spray. It's dewy finish. If you want to be matte, you can get a matte spray. I have a dry skin, so I want to be hydrated and dewy. So you're just gonna, okay. And now we're gonna start with what? We're gonna start with our, let's start with our concealer. Where's the brush for concealing? You're gonna start with our concealer and you just dab it in. Just dab. It's gonna look like you're not doing anything when you start. Trust the process, okay? Just trust the process and dab this thing in. Dab into your skin. Dab. I think Miss XO starts with her foundation, but I am a beginner, so I feel like it's gonna be very tricky for me. So I start right at the bottom. So each, you see why I feel like it's tricky. You see what's happening here. That's why I avoid starting with the middle one. So with each cream or whatever, you shouldn't blend all of them together. You must blend individually. So we do the same this side. You just dab it. It's gonna look like you're not doing anything, but you take your time and you dab. So this I'm gonna push into the underneath. Push it in. But I love how this makeup is coming out, especially the eyes. I would like to get more of these brushes. Use the concealer to clean this area where you were applying your eyeshadow, and I like to use it angled so that it creates that clean look, which will make it easier for me to apply my eyeliner. And we're gonna look like a ghost. Remember, I told you we're gonna look like a ghost when we begin. It's fine. That's how it works. It's perfect for nose contouring. So now this is the part where I hope the cream will do the job. So you apply the cream on your brush, and then obviously what you want to do is you want to shape your nose so that you have the darker area and the lighter area, which will highlight that nose and give you that English nose. I get so you're gonna start by your eyebrows because that's how normally the face looks. Start by the eyebrows and you work it down gently and slowly. And just work it down. Do you see that? And then here obviously you're gonna make a V shape, because that's how a nose is supposed to look. And then you come again, you work it down gently and slowly. And it's gonna meet the V. You see that? So now we work on creasing the harshness. So you're just gonna play with the brush and brush around like that. Okay. I'm gonna take my banana light and I'm gonna use it to bake my face. Also, I'm still not using the wet sponge, but it's advisable that you use the wet sponge. It's just that it doesn't work for me. And you must look up and apply underneath so that you don't have those lines. You see these lines? I don't know if you can see. In my camera is file. I still need to work on this camera thing. There's this lines here that form. You must look up and make sure that you try and kill those lines. But before you apply your powder, you will have made sure that you have what's the word? When you blend, you would have made sure that you blended your highlighter so that it doesn't cake and give you those wrinkly lines. So I'm just baking only on the highlighted area. We bake with this color. So I'm gonna get a small brush that I can use for this area. Use this brush because it's small and precise. And then we're just gonna take the remaining of the powder and go and dip it in.